Plug Power stock and Fuelcell energy stock. So Plug Power stock is rallying within a longer term bearish trend, whereas Fuelcell energy stock is consolidating within a longer term bearish trend. So Fuelcell usually draws sympathy from Plug Power, but that hasn't paid off for Fuelcell. Plug Power is currently trading above its 50-day moving average, and the last time it reached a 52-week low, which was around early to mid May of this year, it has continued to rally, gradually rallying, and reached this peak of 10.92 as of the middle, just about exactly 1 month afterwards. After that, reaching that 52-week low, it reached a high of $10.92. And what happened to Fuelcell during that time? Let's just have a look. As of the middle of okay, let's see where it was. Okay, so as of the exactly on that day, Plug Power stock, Fuelcell energy stock, was trading above its 20-day moving average, and it declined. So that sympathy wasn't that synchronism they tend to have hasn't really panned out, but it's still to some extent is in effect. We can see that exactly. So on the day Plug Power reached a peak of how would I put it now? Reached that peak, reached a rejection, had a rejection of $10 and some fraction. Fuelcell energy also had a rejection as well. You can see this a similar pattern occurred just absolutely around the same time. So that sympathy, that correlation still is in effect, but it hasn't played out very well for Fuelcell energy. And Fuelcell has a negative price target. It has a negative it has a price target not a reiteration, it has a price target downgrade. It has a downgrade, yes, a price target downgrade, whereas we haven't seen such things from on Plug Power. Plug Power's logic is indicating that its technical condition is strong, and the underlying indicators should keep the stock keep the current uptrend on the stock intact. The stock has outperformed the market over the last 50 trading sessions when compared to the S&P 500. The MACD is confirming that the intermediate term trend is bullish. Plug Power's chart formation indicates a strong rising trend. Upside momentum as measured by 9-day RSI indicator is positive, but is beginning to slow. Okay, so all of these are positive on Plug Power, but not so much so on Fuelcell energy. Maybe also, like I said, that correlation hasn't really disappeared completely. Maybe we might see some retrace, some strength that might take it above its this 50-day moving average, and probably above its 20-day moving average. That 20-day moving average is it's a primary demand line. So let's quickly have a look at the chart of Plug Power. Plug Power, as things stand right now, is in a strong bullish trend. It's rallying within a longer term bearish trend. So we have upper projections of just slightly above where it is. We have 11.15, we have 11.70, we have $12.43, we have 13.35 and 16.10. But we also have downward projections. We have downward projection of 10.67, 9.93, 8.96, and 6.27. These are for Plug Power. Let's look at Fuelcell energy. Okay, let's see. We have a downward projection. Let's start with downward projection. We have a downward projection of 2.1 and 1.49, but upper projections a whole lot more. 2.32, 2.46, 2.58, 2.69, 2.86, 3.07 and 3.68 for Fuelcell Energy. So maybe Fuelcell Energy might it's rebound. We can see now it got a bottom. It got a support around 2.07. At least keeping it above. It's above $2. It hasn't fallen above $2 since it rose above it as of early May of this year. It hasn't fallen below that. So $2 is a support, and it has done well to remain above that. Maybe it's a sign of a rebound to come. A sign that correlation with plug power might help it to regain more strength, help it to show more strength, help it to sustain more strength, in the coming days. Probably that's what may happen, but based on the algos we are using, there's it's indicating that it has that potential, at least in the coming days, to get to 3.67. Even in just one day, it has the potential to get to $3.67. So see what you make of Fuelcell Energy stock and plug power stock, and I will continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.